The views expressed in this video presentation are my opinions and not necessarily the opinions of guests and others sharing or reposting this video. The content is produced for educational and informational purposes. Do not regard any statements in this video as a recommendation to buy or sell any financial instrument. Investing comes with risk to loss of principal. Always conduct your own research and seek guidance from a professional investment advisor. I am not a professional investment advisor. I'm Dollar Will. Let's make some money. It's been about 2 weeks since I did an update on cryptocurrencies, and I guess I have to say so far so good. I'm going to make one slight amendment to my projection, but as we see here, we're looking at Bitcoin, a 4-hour chart using TradingView right now. You know, I'll go back and forth using TradingView and bar charts and freestock.com. Use a lot of different software. Before we really get into it, I need everyone to like, comment, subscribe, hit the alert so that you can get this information in a timely fashion. You might want to act on it or discuss it with your advisor while the market is open. Also, you'll see in my comment section, I have a brand new shiny PayPal link. If anyone wants to, if they're feeling in a giving spirit, if you want to help Dollar Will get a 6-pack, you know, as you're pocketing some of this money from this free advice here. But moving on. Go ahead, trend line here. First we're at the top for Bitcoin, and this top was February the 20th. And I warned that, you know, we were looking kind of heavy here. And it failed the retest and broke through. It hasn't broken this low quite yet. It's very close. I believe it will. Now, here's what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin. This is, again, an Elliott wave theory retraces our ABC. So this whole trend should go A, B, C. Now, my initial projection is that we would go to 4,000. I think we're going lower than that. That seems a little too shallow. Also, structurally, to get a good C pattern, C wave. So I'm not buying this. That we're just going to stop there. I think we're going to get a full Fibonacci extension from the low in February the 5th to, you know, when we get to that area. Now, also, because of the fractal nature of waves in Elliott wave theory, by fractal nature I mean the sub waves look like the parent. So the big wave is A, B, C. So that means inside of the A leg you will see an A, B, C fractal, and you'll also see an A, B, C in the B wave, and in the C wave you'll see an A, B, C. Now I'm not counting this as a B. That's more or less a sideways move. The wave counts are inside of what you would consider a diagonal channel. Now you see I have the whole thing set as a channel, so you see that there's a structure, evenness, a symmetry to the wave. Okay, I believe that within this C leg we're gonna have it's gonna be symmetrical as well, and what's likely to happen, we're likely to fall all the way here and start going up. But I believe we're going to get a fake out move. I believe we're going to have a retrace somewhere in the area, neighborhood of 50%. Either I guess from 100 to this 61.8 would be a 38.2%. We're either going to go 38 or 50 somewhere in that general area. As just like here, when we get there, we'll put a trend line there, but it's gonna start going south again. It's gonna come here, bounce off of it, come back up to for 38 or 50% retrace, and fall down here. It's a bold call, but let's see how that goes. We got that will put us in the 2167 area. Now that's not exact. It's just a rough area. But again, what I'm looking for is structure. I'm looking for the ABC pattern. And I believe we're going to get it. Let's see. Let me take a look at. I don't have my stochastic here. It won't give it to me. It won't give it to me because my subscription ended, and like I said before, I'm trying to decide if I want to re-up on this or buy a subscription to bar charts, which is like almost 3 times the price. But it gives me some features that I really like. But that's, you kind of get the point with Bitcoin. I would not, if anyone is disagreeing with Bitcoin, they believe that Bitcoin is going to go higher, I would say don't fight the trend. The trend is your friend. Put a trend line here on it, on the down slope. I don't think it's going to go up or break that trend line, any trend line you put there. I don't think it's going to break the trend line until after we get to this point right here, because that corresponds with this bottom. And so then we're going to get A, B, C. We'll see how it goes. All right. So that's it for Bitcoin. Now, these other reads are going to be pretty quick because all of these cryptocurrencies are correlated. And by correlated, I mean they pretty much are moving in the same direction, making the same pattern. They all seem like they completed a wave one, a 5-wave count at their downturn. And that 5-wave count comprises a wave 1. So they all seem to be doing the same thing. And I think that's pretty much because they are paired with the dollar. So anything that you see paired with the dollar is likely to be in a downturn looking just like this. And I really think that's kind of suspicious why all of these cryptocurrencies are so tightly correlated with one another, you know. So to make a long story short, all of them, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, they all seem to be in a B, C pattern. Now, just as I had to amend my prediction for the bottom on Bitcoin, I'm going to do the same thing for Ethereum. I think we come down to here. Now, I'm looking at this right now on the daily chart, and we are oversold on the daily chart. Now, when you're in these longer corrections like this, especially for a wave 2, the daily chart can throw you off. And that's why, you know, everybody watching my videos, you know, I like to use longer charts and weekly, monthly, stuff like that. So on the weekly chart, you'll see that we are, it says 41 here. So we're not oversold on the weekly chart. In fact, you can just about see the wave count on the weekly chart stochastic, just reading the stochastic. You got A, and then the 2 lines come closer together. That's B, and we're in a C wave now. You can see it right there. No way do we end this downtrend without this weekly chart becoming oversold. and oversold is anything below 20 on this chart. Follow along. If I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong sometime too. But when it works, take notes. Don't just trade this information. You should be writing this down in a journal of your own. Have a word processing document where you write down all these things that all these calls I'm making. Maybe take a snapshot of a frame in the video or something in the picture, and begin to make your own notebook where you can, hey, steal from Dollar Will. If it works, use it. I steal from everybody. That's how I learn. I learned from a lot of people, watching a lot of techniques from a lot of people. I took notes, took screenshots, and just by staying in it, you start to repeat those same cycles. You see those same things come up again. The next time you come upon a wave 2, you will have this experience, and you'll have some information to refer to, so you won't be just flying in the dark. So I would say, yeah, when you take your notes, separate them by what wave it is, because the information that you're gonna, all of these waves are slightly. Wave 3 is especially unique. A lot of these waves are as I was saying, are slightly different. They have different kind of DNA going on. Okay, that's just what I discovered through trial and error. So when you take in the notes, you might want to tag them wave 1, 2, 3, or 4, so that and then you can put all those notes together. And over time, you're going to see patterns, and you'll be able to develop your own style, and you'll be able to adapt the things that you're learning from the practical application that I'm showing here. You'll be able to adapt it to your style. Now, like everybody knows, I'm not a day trader, but maybe you'll decide that you want to be a day trader. So then you would just, all the rules I'm saying here apply, but instead of me using weekly charts and monthly, you'll be using 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You'll be looking at the stochastic on, like I said, 20 to 30 minute charts, an hour chart. You'll be right in that window between 20 minutes to an hour, counting your waves that way. So it'll work at different time frames. But with Ethereum, we got the same thing pretty much. A, B, C, and we come down to 291.87. Look, 290 under 295. We're going to get somewhere in that general area. Again, this is rough. This is fuzzy math. When it comes down, and same thing, we should have an A, B, either to the 61 line or the 50% line. The 61 is actually a 38% retrace. So either we're going to come down A, B, C. That's what I think is going to happen. Right? So that's Ethereum. Litecoin, same thing. A, B, C. Daily chart. That's why the stochastic is oversold. Let me go to the weekly. And you see it is at 41. It's at the same point on the stochastic weekly as Ethereum was. That's what I was saying earlier, that the correlation is pretty close. It's almost identical with all of these cryptocurrencies. So it kind of, I'm at the point of concluding that there's no real sense of investing in all these different ones if they all are going to be this heavily correlated. Okay, what I've done in the past with stocks that all have similar looking charts, and I really don't see the need in spreading my money around to all these different symbols that look pretty identical. What I do, again, because of the fractal nature of Elliott wave theory, find uh, the cryptocurrency that was the most profitable in wave one. And wave one is from inception to the high. Find the one that made the most money in that swing. That's the one that I would concentrate on. Because when you do your Fibonacci extension onto the wave one, the higher the wave one is, the greater or more profitable wave three is going to be, and the more profitable wave five is going to be. Okay, so if wave one was the most profitable of all of, so which cryptocurrency made the most money in its wave one? And wave one is from inception to this point in time, or to their to their all-time high. Which one was the most profitable? Whatever your answer is for that, that's the one that's gonna end up being the most profitable at the end of the major wave five. After we finish this wave two, then 3, 4, 5. So if you get it right, identify which one had the strongest DNA, or to get it to be the most profitable in wave one. That's what I would focus on. Because if they're all going to be this correlated, it's just kind of pointless to have a whole lot of these daggone things. All right, so we got A, B, C. And within C, A, B, C. All right. And we got the fast line and the stochastic going down. So this is confirming that we are still going south. It's no reason to think that anything is going to stop Litecoin from reaching or retesting this low right here. I think it's going to bounce up and keep going. So that's it for Litecoin. Same thing. With the only exception, I'm looking at Ripple now. The only exception is it is almost oversold. It's at 22. I'm looking at the black. This thing keeps moving. I'm looking at stochastic. Second reading from the bottom on that information box. It says 22.18. Anything 20 and below is oversold. Now it doesn't magically or instantly turn around just because it's oversold, but that's where you start looking for the bottom. But I still think Ripple is going to follow the script of Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. I think it's going to retest this low. It's going to do a fake out move, come back up, and then it's going to keep falling. In this case, down to about 17 cents. Right at this moment, this stochastic is on a weekly chart is oversold, and the fast line in the pair is heading down. So this is where you trust your trend line and look at your Fibonacci extension. That is, I believe, yep, that's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the alert, and if you're feeling generous, click the PayPal. Later.